guys, it's Madison. Welcome to my channel. It's nice to see you again. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw that I didn't stop posting for too long, but I did kind of take a little bit of a breather because we did have something happen in our family and everything kind of stopped and became about processing through that grief and doing what needs to be done, you know, things like that. A lot of my family kind of like reconnected, and honestly I'll be spending more time this week continuing to be with family and everything else that's needed. But there was a few days where I was going to be at home and my fiance was going to be at work, so I was like, okay, let me get that weekly pick a card out that's on my Instagram. If you didn't see it, it's just kind of guidance for the week. I'm going to start doing it weekly. It's just going to be a few cards that I decide to do that will give you a message for the week. I'm not sure when I'll do the next Q&A. The last few times I did it it took kind of a toll, and I feel like I didn't do it effectively enough, if that makes sense. I feel like I didn't have as much time and energy as I should have put into it to giving people messages. I'm still doing personal bookings. We can do like a video chat. If you enjoy that, that's $1 per minute. Or you can ask me a question and we can kind of talk about prices there. I mean, sometimes depending on the question, I'll even do a reading for free. It really just depends on like what it is you need. I had a girl message me one time. She's a teenager. She asked if she was going to get her driver's license, you know, so it's like that's something I would do definitely for free. So if you feel like you're a young person looking for guidance and you just need like these little questions to like help boost your self-esteem, you can definitely DM me and follow me on Instagram. But for other like relationship readings, I can do a birthday spread, which is like what you're supposed to learn this coming up birthday. I can also do what you are currently learning right now, depending on when your birthday was. Like, let's say your birthday already passed for 2020. You're already in this new spread of what you're supposed to be learning this year. So if you want me to do it for the future or for 2019, which would be what you're going through now if your birthday hasn't come up yet, I can do that for you just for like $5. I can either send a message or send a video, whichever you want. So just things like that. I thought I would kind of put that in the video just up front to explain a little bit better what it is that I can provide. And for this particular video, I'm going to be doing a collective reading. This is my first time doing something like this. So just kind of like bear with me. There might be some edits in here of me like shuffling, but I'm just going to be pulling cards from different decks as I decide to pull them. We'll discuss things, we'll make connections, we'll talk about what we should be doing with the new moon in Taurus. What I've read so far is basically that this is a really important time to, let's say in Aries season, you started coming up with ideas, you know? Pisces season was the ending of a lot of stuff. So Aries season is like, we're kind of like getting that new spark. For many of us, spring has started. I don't know where in the world you are. I'm in the United States, so spring has started. And we're kind of, now is the time to process those good ideas we got last moon phase period. Sorry, I'm like trying to come up with what I'm trying to say. So now is the time to actually lay down the tracks for what it is that we can do going forward to manifest these things and make them happen. I was thinking maybe of sharing with you guys some ritual stuff I'm gonna do for the new moon. It'll be my first time doing something like that. So far, since I've been doing these videos and being into tarot and everything, every time the new moon and full moon come through, always a hectic time. And it's literally like I just look and I'm like, oh wow, it's a new moon tonight. I didn't prepare anything. Or it's the full moon, I didn't prepare anything. But this time I'm really going to try. It's tomorrow. I am going to be spending time with family during the day, but I'm going to come back in the evening, and that's whenever I'm going to do these things. Basically what I'm going to do is make a list of behaviors that are not serving me. Things I do daily that are not positive for me. These are going to be toxic things, and I'm going to be transparent with myself. If I am to share this experience with you guys, I'm probably not going to tell you exactly what everything is, just to keep some type of privacy. But Once I write this stuff out, get those toxic behaviors out, I'm going to burn that list to officially release it. And then I'm going to make a new list of new positive behaviors I'm going to start doing daily and things that I'm hoping will bring positivity into my life. So if you want to participate with me, let me know and maybe we could figure something out. Also, if you want to just message me on the night and we could talk about it, that'd be cool too. I'm definitely here to encourage and uplift people who need it, you know? That is what I feel that my purpose is, and that's the whole reason for doing this channel. It's the whole reason for my writing. If you didn't know I write, I do. I'm taking a break right now. But yeah, I feel like that is that is my sole purpose, is to encourage and uplift. So let's go ahead and get into it. I made some notes for the new moon in Taurus, so I'll kind of like read that, and then we'll start doing, we'll start picking decks and start doing affirmations, different oracle readings, different tarot readings. I have all my cards out. They're just like surrounding me right now. So we'll go ahead and get started. Okay. For new moon in Taurus, prosperity lies ahead. To get what you want, you must believe in yourself. Value yourself and others will value you too. You can create abundance. Come up with a 12-month financial plan. This time can be of a new relationship or spicing things up with your current one. Right now, it's okay to focus on money because money can make our lives more comfortable. Remember that there will always be people who want what you have. We also have indulge in your own pleasures and think about, ask yourself these questions. You can even write them down if you want, pause or come back or whatever it is you want to do. How is your career currently? What do you want to change? What intentions do you want to set? And what is it that you want to manifest? I feel like a lot of us are being pushed to kind of accept a new form of living that we didn't think that we would be at. It's giving some of us the freedom to do things differently than we might not have done before. Okay. Sorry, there's a piece of fur on the screen. It was bothering me. Okay, so yeah, things like that. Those are things to be focusing on right now and coming up with whatever plan it is that you want to go forward with. So for first, right here, we have a little affirmation card. As I learn to love myself, I become powerful. I do not need to wait until I become perfect before I love myself. Loving myself is the quickest way to create a wonderful life. Okay, so just right out the gate, we're talking about loving ourselves, self-care. Many times we can think of Taurus season as a time for what's it called? Indulgences, like giving into ourselves, definitely self-care. We like to be pampered a little bit. I'm saying we as in Tauruses. So there's that. And this idea that the more we continue to love ourselves, the more powerful we become, because things aren't going to hurt us as much if we love ourselves like at our core. We have another affirmation here. I am good enough. There is no need to struggle to be better, as all I need to do is love myself more today than yesterday and treat myself as someone who is deeply loved. Okay. So I'm good enough, and loving myself gives me power. Let's see what the Moonology Oracle has for us. Sorry if you hear my music. It kind of helps me to not just be totally silent whenever I'm recording these videos. But it should just be soothing sounds. I've also started listening to calming music when I sleep, and it helps me not have bad dreams, because lately it's been difficult not to have stress dreams, you know, with everything going on. I don't go too much into what's happening to me personally, but there's a lot of changing parts, and sometimes it can be really stressful, especially in this like kind of isolating period right now where we don't see very many people. Okay, so what does Taurus need to know? We have full moon in Capricorn. So the end of a tough cycle approaches. We're getting close to no longer having to worry about something that has been bothering us, like this toxic cycle that it seems like we've been constantly living in. I mean, I was literally actually just talking about that. There's a lot of moving pieces in my life right now, and I feel like a lot of people are in the same boat. Blue moon, believe the impossible. So something we previously had thought wasn't meant for us is definitely going to happen for us soon. That's something to manifest right now. Is something you had previously thought was impossible. That is under the I am good enough card. So you are good enough to have what you believe is impossible happen for you. And then as I learn to love myself and become more powerful is paired with that, the end of the tough cycle approaches. So the more we're embracing love for ourselves, the closer we'll get to ending this toxic cycle that we've been living in. Oh, back of the deck energy here. New moon, a new start is coming. Okay, so that tough cycle is ending, and now it's time for something new to come in. If you guys ever want to know what cards I'm using or what decks I'm using, I tried to include them in the hashtags on Instagram, but I forget. But if you ever want to know, you can definitely message me or leave a comment, or I can start adding it if you guys want. Okay. Let's see, new moon. What to manifest and focus on for the new moon. We have Queen of Swords, so let's focus on saying the right things. Let's use our knowledge that we have learned over these last few months and use it in a productive way. Let's not continue to add toxicity into our environment. Also, Five of Swords reversed, so maybe it is a time to stand up for yourself, but let's not do it in a way that's extreme. Let's kind of try to use our knowledge on love and acceptance whenever we're coming forward with these conflicts. Back of the deck energy is 10 of Cups, so we're getting a lot closer to kind of finding that like tribe of I feel like for a lot of you, you're gonna want to manifest good relationships with your family, good relationships with your friends. I feel like a lot of us are feeling so isolated and lonely that you're kind of like dreaming about being close with everyone again. So definitely use that knowledge. And we have it here with I am good enough. So you're definitely good enough to have these abundant relationships. You just have to believe it and take the steps to make it happen. Five of Pentacles here. Don't forget that you hold the key to your own happiness. You know exactly what it is that you need to do to get out of what it is that you're doing. Many times whenever we watch these videos or we get into tarot or all these guidance type of things, it's your higher self already knows these things. This is just a reminder. You're coming to me to be reminded of things you already know. That's why it resonates. That's why you feel it. Is because this is something you already know. And then coming and watching these videos reaffirms it. We have Knight of Pentacles here. So a student, a message, something involving your earthly possessions. This is giving me the idea that you are learning how to have this abundance right now. Like maybe you were struggling with the way that things normally were, and then now you're having this new opportunity with the isolation, being stuck at home, things like that, that you're actually able to put the time and effort into things you never had the time to before. And I definitely feel that. I'm on that same boat. Okay. We have the Empress. Beauty and abundance. I was talking about self-care earlier. It's definitely also time to invest in your relationships. We had that 10 of Cups earlier and that reminder that we are good enough to have these positive relationships. So whenever you're manifesting for the new moon, some of you are going to be considering these relationships and how you can bring abundance to them. Remember that you have beauty and love inside of yourself. Show yourself and others an equal amount of love. Because I don't want to give you advice to put anybody before yourself, because you really shouldn't. But it's okay to help the people we love. We have 3 of Acorns reversed here. So I feel like some of you are not going to want to explore different options. You're kind of feeling stuck in that same place, and this is a reminder that you have control over getting unstuck. You don't have to stay somewhere just because you feel like you're here now and you feel like you've always been here. You don't have to be there forever. Your higher self knows that. And then Ace of Feathers, mental clarity and foundation. So create that foundation right now with the new moon. Create this, the groundwork for what's going to turn out for you in the next 12 months, and be realistic about what it is that you want to happen. Don't say like, I want to win the lottery or something like that. I mean, it could happen, but that's not something realistic that you can work towards. You know, really think about something for the next 12 months and write out like a few things you want to happen each month for the next year. And so you can go back and check and see, maybe even how your expectations changed over the last 12 months. What it is that you're doing differently now. How has this helped you? How has this aided you, you know? Let's see. I am safe and secure in my world. I choose to believe that everyone is always helpful. Therefore, wherever I go in life, people are there to help me. Whenever people are being rude to you, they're showing you something. This is something I have to remind myself a lot of too. I do have that ego where like if someone is disrespectful to me, I'm immediately like, how dare you? How dare you disrespect me? I don't deserve that. And it starts feeding into all of these fears that I've had for a long time deep inside, that maybe I'm not good enough and maybe it's okay for people to treat me this way. But if we walk through life as a reminder that people are showing us ourselves, then when someone's rude, we can have compassion and patience for them. Like, maybe they just are not having the greatest day, or maybe we're meant to confront something with having an interaction with this person. What is it that they're doing that's scaring us? What is that feeding in? Because your ego is a reflection of those inner child wounds. So whenever you feel that your ego, as soon as you think something like, how dare this person, that is your ego. No matter how justified you feel, that is your ego giving in, or you giving in to it. So we have to remind ourselves that we are safe. Okay. Ooh, this card's popped up for me a few times, but this is the first time it's actually back on. I've been getting a lot of messages that I'm meeting my tribe soon, and I feel like a lot of other people probably have been getting that message as well, because a lot of us were separated from each other for a while, and this isolation is making us reach out to people we hadn't reached out to in a long time, or making us feel that we can talk to these people. And so the reason I'm saying this is Three of Cups. Previously in a few readings it had been reversed, which gives us the idea that people weren't really a part of your tribe. Maybe they were people that you thought were there for you, but you're recognizing and realizing that they weren't. And that can be really painful. That can hurt to feel like you finally fit in somewhere, and then you're like, wow, this is not how I thought this was going to go at all. These people do not think the best of me. They don't give me the benefit of the doubt. There's a lot of judgment from these people. They are not your tribe. If you're going to be around people who believe in you, you know, and they don't automatically take offense by the things that you do or say. I mean, literally, I've been around people before where I've made just a small joke, and suddenly it's like, what does that mean? Wow, Madison's so judgmental, this, and that. And I'm like, I don't understand. Those people weren't my tribe. And many times I stuck around way too long to try and convince them I was a good person when I never needed their approval to be the person I was. So it's important that whenever we are getting resistance from people, to recognize these people aren't my tribe, these people aren't a part of who I am. It's time to move on and find people who aren't going to think the worst of me, you know? And I feel like a lot of us are going to be finding that. We also have Two of Cups here, so a new relationship, somebody who is there for you, somebody who totally understands, like they embrace who you are. This person is just totally close to you, you know? Look, there's little like rainbow feelings coming out of their hands. Like, that's so awesome. And that's something good to manifest right now. We have 7 of Wands here. So this is kind of like a protective aura over the progress we've come from so far. So think back and maybe make a list of the things that you have accomplished in the last few months, or maybe even in the last year. I know 2019 was really hard for a lot of people, but think about the good things that did happen. Where did you have abundance? Where did you prosper in 2019? Really take the moment to think about that, and think about where you are that's strong. What is something in your life that no one can take from you? That's important. And it's something to process right now. And then we have Queen of Cups reversed here. So kind of a reminder to have empathy for others, like we've been saying, have compassion. People speak from their egos, people speak from their fears. So whenever someone's being rude to you, remember that they are scared and have compassion for them. And I definitely know that that can be hard sometimes. Let's pull some affirmation cards. I witness the darkness and call on the light with my prayer. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceive this fear through the eyes of the teacher of love. Like I was saying earlier, people come from fear whenever it seems like they're attacking us. A lot of the times people's bad behavior comes from this really dark place deep inside. We have done it too. You ever freaked out on somebody and then afterwards had a lot of shame and guilt and you were like, wow, why did I flip out? That was your ego. And it doesn't feel good because the ego is not our friend. We have to remember to speak from a place of love. And whenever people are coming to us from a place of darkness, that is not our responsibility. That is not something we have to put on. We can continue to live in the light, a light path. And trust me, I know it's very difficult. The moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. So once again, let's have that idea of being open to love and manifesting a loving life, a loving path. You know, let's work on manifesting that for the new moon. We can work on it together. Okay. I just have a few more decks here. If some of this stuff is resonating, definitely leave a comment. I love to see what's going on. Let's see. We have blind. Don't let yourself be blinded by your ego. Don't let yourself be blinded by the past. We have the opportunity to move forward towards the future. Guarded. Many times it's easy to feel guarded, especially whenever, let's say, we are dealing with people that are difficult to deal with, or if we just got out of something that was very traumatic. Sometimes it's easy to put those blocks on because it's like, I don't trust you, I don't know you that way, you know? So let's work on with the new moon, manifesting this sort of like love and peace within ourselves. Wish. We all have a wish, right? And this this self-love can be a part of that direction. Oh, we also have hope here. Back of the deck energy. Continue to have hope and focus on that wish. What is your wish? Answer yourself that, you know? What is it that you really want to happen? How do you want your life to be a year from now? Right now is the time to manifest that. Write yourself a list tonight, you know, and have hope for the future. Hope and guarded ended up being put together, so that gives me the idea that we can let go of being so guarded if we have hope for our future relationships. I got so much positive relationship vibes from here. Maybe the only stuff I'm seeing is a little bit of being blocked. What do we need to manifest for the new moon? Okay, we got Five of Swords reversed again. So, kind of like building up that backbone, having a bit of pride in yourself and where you've come. That is so essential right now. Oh, back of the deck energy over here. I'm going to put that down. Show it to you guys in a second. But Five of Swords reversed. So we've gotten that twice here. So make sure that you are having pride in yourself and you're not letting anybody boss you around. You're not letting anybody hurt you. Now's the time to stand up for yourself. We have the Star reversed here. So this is another reminder to have hope. You're not feeling very hopeful right now is what I'm getting from this, but let's manifest some positive vibes. Let's manifest some positive energy and hope for the next year. I know things are going to be tough. Basically for the rest of 2020, things are going to be really difficult, but I think that it is changing who we are as people. It is changing our society. Okay? You can't deny that our economy will be changed. You know, you can't deny that people are going to be changed. And this is going to be a dark time for a lot of people too. We are going to get people being rude to us. We are going to get fear from our interactions with other people because it is a scary time. We have to work on manifesting and having faith in the universe and love for ourselves. We had 10 of Cups earlier. This is 10 of Pentacles reversed. So let's try to continue to have that faith. Okay, this is telling me we don't have faith in our future abundance. But we can get here. We just have to work hard on it. You deserve it. You're enough to have it, you know? Okay. Last thing here is the Healthy Chicks. Okay, we have simplicity. I choose to find joy in the little things that make me smile and am happy with a simple life. Okay, now is not really the time to focus so much on the material things anymore, right? We're focusing on survival. We're focusing on self-love. A lot of us are trapped in, let's say, abusive situations. A lot of us are trapped worrying about what's going to happen next. And we have to kind of accept the simplicity of our lives. Something you can do that's supporting is make yourself like some coffee or some hot chocolate or tea, something that's just like a soothing drink for you. You could read a book that you really want to read, a book you enjoy. And you can also get rid of material things you just don't need, and you can donate them. I would say you could sell them too if you really need the money, but also a lot of people are struggling right now. So if you have the ability to just donate, I would definitely just donate some things. If you want to journal about this, you can journal about which things bring you joy but don't cost a penny. So remember, the simple things can bring us a lot of joy. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing this time and sharing this space with me. Let me know how you felt about this collective reading video thing. I'm thinking about doing it for every new moon and full moon. So go ahead and let me know how you felt about it. And I will see you for the next video, which I think is going to be the May 2020 predictions video. And I'll just do a few different stacks for a pick a card like usual. So I'll see you guys then. Good luck, and just a reminder, I'm here if you need me. Thanks. Bye.